everyone, and welcome to my channel Zen Within Me. Okay, today's reading is going to be a love reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and this is for August 2021. Now, if you happen to come across this reading and it's not August, it's okay. It's still a timeless reading and the message will find you when you need it. All right, so without further ado, my darlings, let's get into it. Okay, guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, and ancient gods, please give me clear and concise messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising regarding their love life. What does Aries need to know regarding their love life at this time? What love messages do we have for Aries? Okay, let's see. Aries, so I see some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn. I'm also seeing here you might be in... Now, this is a general reading. I'm going to be dishing out a lot of messages because this reading is for different people. Okay, if you'd like a private reading, please go to zenwithinme.com and you can purchase one there. Okay, so like I said, some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn. I'm seeing for others, you might be dealing with somebody that has an addiction. You may also be in a toxic relationship. Okay, somebody that is, I'm hearing like obsessive compulsive. You're very worried. This person may like overindulge in things, be a little controlling, maybe a little bit manipulative, self-destructive. Okay, but like I said, I'm just getting like a toxic vibe here. Okay. Okay, and then we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like you're taking care of this person. You're giving more than you should. You're doing more than your share. Okay, because this person maybe like with addictions or something, or with just being self-destructive, overindulging in things. I feel like they're not spending their money wisely and you have to carry them a lot of the time. And of course, this is not something that's going to make you happy. Yeah, let's see. What other messages do we have for Aries regarding their love life? This is the last shuffle. Okay, so that's all Spirit has coming through for you from the tarot there, but that's okay. I'm going to go to my love deck. All right, so what do you see in the future for Aries? Where is this relationship going to go? Where is this relationship going to go for Aries? What do you see for Aries regarding the Devil card here? Give us some more details regarding the Devil card here for Aries. All right, we got a lot that came through there. Okay, let's see. Okay, so of the 5 that we got, 3 flipped. So, okay, we have X. So for some of you, you're going to end up breaking off the connection here. Break up, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. So for some of you, you're going to break up. For others, if this is someone that you're living with, you may start giving them the silent treatment. You know, you have to show them that you are no longer going to deal with their shenanigans, okay? So if you are carrying this person, excuse me, if you are carrying this person, so if this person, let's say, has an addiction problem, they're gambling or drinking, smoking, whatever it is, or they're just, you know, overspending, you know, and then you always have to come out of pocket to, you know, cover whatever it is that they're spending their money on, you are actually becoming their enabler. You are allowing them to do it because you come through every time. So they know that they can be irresponsible and feed into their addiction, whatever it may be, because you are always going to be there to save the day. You need to stop doing that. Okay, so for some of you, you may not break up with this person. Some of you will. Others, you have to stop the pattern. Okay, you may even have to do like a separation from this person temporarily. Like, hey, I'm putting my foot down. If you continue to do this, I'll never come back. I'm going to leave temporarily because you need to learn how to make things work. You need to learn, you need to stop. And I need to do this so that you know I mean business. You have to draw the line. You have to put your foot down. Anybody in relationships, it's all about drawing lines. when you're dating someone from the very beginning, you are letting each other know what's okay and what's not okay. And if you allow yourself to be a doormat and a pushover, then they don't know where that line is because you never created one. And if you did, you never backed it up. So if now you're in a relationship and this is becoming the norm, you're partly to blame because you're not drawing that line or sticking to that line. Now, I know it's easier said than done, but now it's gotten to the point because you didn't enforce that line a while ago. Now you have to take dramatic action and say, okay, either I'm giving you the silent treatment or, I'm going to leave you temporarily until you learn, I'm not messing around anymore. You need to stop doing this. Then we have here not enough. You're frustrated in this relationship, lack of confidence, self sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. Okay, so I feel with this person, depending on what it is that they're doing, again, general reading, everybody's different. You are definitely frustrated in this relationship. You're feeling, you're lacking the confidence of it surviving long term due to this issue. Okay, self sabotage. This person is sabotaging it themselves. Now, it could be that they have some fear issues here. Maybe they're jealous if you're making more money than them. Maybe they're jealous subconsciously that you are, doing better than them, that they feel you are like more put together than them, you are smarter than them. And so it just subconsciously this is how they feel, and so they're acting out like a naughty child, and I'm not going to do my share, because subconsciously they're trying to bring you down to their level. That's not healthy either. Okay, whether they realize they're doing it or not, that's not how relationships work. Okay, then we have coffee cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. Okay, so you guys definitely do have to get together and have this conversation. You have to let them know this pattern needs to stop, and it's your responsibility, Aries, to draw that line and stick to it. You can't say, okay, if you do this one more time, I'm gonna leave, and then they do it again for the 100th time, and then you don't leave. They're going to call you bluff like every time that they have before. And then what? You look like a fool. They don't take you seriously. And you're just going to continue to be frustrated. It's just a cycle. It's just a cycle. So you have to break the cycle. It's your responsibility because you've allowed it to get to this point. Okay. Okay. So this is very interesting. We have here girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment and having fun. So, like I said, for some of you, you're just going to break up. You may have gone through this cycle long enough, and now you're at the point like, meh, I'm over it. I'm not doing this anymore. I've already had this conversation with you. I've already given you enough chances. I've already drawn that line and you crossed it multiple times. I don't need to keep doing this. If you're just so adamant to do what you want to do, regardless of how it affects me, then I don't need to be here. I don't deserve to be treated this way. I don't have to be forced to live in this environment, in this situation. I don't have to be like, eat shit and too bad. No, that's not what I want. And I'm not going to allow someone to treat me that way. So I'm out. Peace. I'm out. That's it. So you're going to go, break up. You're going to be fine doing your single thing. And you're going to start dating. And obviously you're going to meet somebody new because we have here also meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted. You're going to meet somebody else, Aries, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, planning, setting a date, having drinks and stuff like that. You're going to be just fine because you do have your shit together. You are fine, So of course it's going to break your heart to, not be with this person. You had a different plan in life, but are you going to cut your nose to spite your face? Are you going to force yourself to stay in a relationship to see what happens because you're too afraid to just say, no, this is not okay and I don't want to do it anymore? I'm comfortable. So I'll deal with comfortable because I don't know what else is out there. You have to know your worth, Aries. You have to know your worth here. And I feel that in your life, for some of you, you've been worn down. And so, you're a strong person, but because you've been worn down, you kind of just, meh, okay, meh, Okay, like you let stuff slide because you're tired of fighting and you feel it's just easier to just okay, because you've been worn down, but it's not what's best for you. Okay. All right, so let's get some advice for you, Aries, because I feel you guys don't need any more messages. It's a mouthful right here. You already know what's going on. So let's get some messages. What does Aries need to do? What does Aries need to focus on regarding this relationship? Okay, positive energy. You need to stay positive. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. Okay. Self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. Forgive yourself for allowing things to get this far, for, making the choices that you made. Don't have any regrets, because you know what? If you wouldn't have followed this path, you wouldn't be where you are. You wouldn't have learned the lessons that you learned and be the strong person that you are today. Everything happens for a reason. You have to live with no regrets, okay? Don't see this as a regret. See it as a lesson, okay? And you take all of this knowledge and you take all of this love, because I'm sure that there's still love here. I'm not seeing that there's no love. I'm just seeing that it's not compatible. That's all. I'm seeing, more like parent and child than, couples, you know? And you need a partner, not a child. Okay? You can have children down the road, but you need to have a partner to have children. For you. I'm seeing here for you. Everybody, do what you want. You know what I'm saying? Don't nitpick everything that I say. Because I know social media, you have to be careful. Everybody will like fine tooth pick everything because they got nothing better to do. But don't misinterpret what I'm saying here. Everyone has free will and rights. You can do whatever you want. I'm talking to the person that this resonates with, and I know they don't mind what I'm saying. Okay. So yeah, let's see. What other messages do we have? Forgive yourself. No regrets. This is the lesson. Surround yourself with positive people. So if this person is not, in the best place, and they're not trying to do what's best for themselves or you, because, they have to take care of themselves as well. It's not your job to take care of them. They have to look out for themselves. They should want to be the best person they can be. And if they're fine with meh and just, not paying their bills and not eating right, or, pissing their money away and just, putting themselves in a hole, not your problem. Okay, you tried, but that's not your problem, All right, let's see. What other messages do we have for you, Aries? Okay, what messages do we have for Aries regarding this relationship? What advice do you have for Aries regarding this relationship? Last shuffle. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, so first one that came out is grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. All right, so you need to get grounded. You need to get grounded so that you can have the courage to do what is best for you here. Okay, now this is hilarious. To my Aries that's watching this, you know who you are. Your cat. Deepening. Once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. Okay? So dig deep, get grounded, and then we have expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Okay? All right, let's see. Actually, you know what? I feel this is what you need. What other messages do we have for Aries? What does Aries need to focus on? Okay, what other messages do we have for Aries? All right, so we have anecdotes for anxiety. It's not all about you. People who struggle with stress and anxiety tend to take things personally. But when we believe that every comment is about us, our feelings can easily get hurt and we remain stressed out. What was the last comment you can think of that hurt your feelings? How can you tell if you are taking something too personally? Okay. Now, I'm also getting here with it's not all about you. It's not all your responsibility to look after this person. Okay. Now, for some of you, the message I read, yes, that's exactly for you. Okay. Because some of you, this message is, you're dealing with a Capricorn, and this person is very generous towards you. I'm also getting like a sexual relationship here, like a sugar daddy vibe, where it's like this person is like, well, I'm gonna, like a sugar daddy, I'm gonna give you money and set you up and take care of you and stuff like that. And then in return, we have happy fun time. So there's different, like I said, there's different messages here, but this is the one that really hit home the most. That's why I honed in on this. But it's not all about you also. Like I said, for some of you, this is just simply saying you take things too personally, and you're thinking that everything is targeted at you, and it's not. Okay, so let's see. What other messages do we have for Aries? You might be overly sensitive with this person as well, that when they say things to you, because you care so deeply for them, you're like, oh, dagger to the heart, and it's like, it could just be that they, said something and it's not necessarily targeted to you. Okay, then we have appropriately relationship remedies. Okay, so we have two cards that came out here. We teach people how to treat us. Setting boundaries is useless if we're not willing to follow through with consequences. Didn't I just say that? If we set limits but don't enforce them, then we are really sending the message, I didn't really mean what I said, or it's okay to treat me that way after all. We teach people how to treat us based on the behaviors we allow them to repeatedly get away with. I'm so glad this came out because I just said this and you saw me shuffle and you saw it fly out. Okay, are there any people with whom you haven't enforced consistent boundaries? How can you change your behavior toward them to send a different message? Like stated, put them in a timeout, stop talking to them, get separated, break up. There's different options here based on how you feel comfortable in acting on it. Then we have baggage check. Whether you're embarking on a flight or starting a new relationship, a baggage check is always a good idea. Be completely aware of what you're bringing with you and how it might affect your journey. So for some of you, you may have been aware that this person came with baggage and you agreed to deal with it, and now it's becoming overwhelming. It might be too much. Like if this person had an addiction when you got together and you knew, and now it's like, okay, well, you need to stop. Well, you kind of agreed to deal with it. You knew what you got yourself into. In what ways have you been negatively affected by past relationships? How could that baggage impact your current or future relationships? What precautions do you need to take to ensure that your baggage doesn't interfere with future relational journeys? So don't carry this baggage of this relationship with you to the next one. So for those of you that are going to break up from being in this situation, don't carry this crap with you to this new person that you're going to start seeing. It's not them. It's a different person. Check your bags at the door. Okay. All right. So let's see. All right, let's pull some more cards here because like I said, I feel you guys need more messages at this point, more advice and guidance because you already know what's happening, what's going on here. And there's several messages that are coming through here. So you have somebody in this bad relationship, somebody else, you have somebody coming towards you. Could be a sugar daddy that you're going to start dating. Could just be somebody that's a Capricorn that's going to be very generous. There's different ways to read this, okay? But my guides really wanted this to come through for those of you that needed it. That's why they had the focusing cards coming out for it. but there's a little something for everybody. All right, so let's see. What do we have here? All right, so I'm going to go with this one. We have the heart chakra coming through, malachite, forgiveness. When we have self-forgiveness here, right? Self-forgiveness, and then we have forgiveness coming through. You'll find freedom in forgiveness. Heart chakra, malachite. You want to do some crystal work? Get yourself a piece of malachite. But always make sure you read up on your crystals before you just start playing with them, because it's like an art and a science, okay? So definitely forgiveness is coming through here. Forgive yourself, forgive them, and just move on with it. Okay, and then we have the third eye chakra, lepidolite, signs. There will be signs. There will always be signs, excuse me, to guide you on your true path. So pay attention to synchronicities. Pay attention to the songs that you hear on the radio. Pay attention when you're walking down the street or driving and you're at a light and you hear a conversation from somebody, or, their radio station or whatever. You're going to hear things and it's going to click with you. Okay? You're going to see synchronicities with numbers. I have some videos up from that if you want to check that out. It says angel messages. Just pay attention to the signs, because as you see, and I know that you're in tune with this stuff because you're watching this reading, and I know you watch other readings. So you're in tune. So you know how to check the signs and pay attention. You're aware. You're awake. Pay attention and you will be guided in the right direction. Okay? Then we have throat chakra, lapis lazuli, expression. Express yourself and the world needs you. Okay. So express your true self because the world needs you. Don't hide who you are. You're amazing. I've told you this before, Aries. All right, so those are your messages. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, watching, and subscribing. Check me out on TikTok. The link is down below in the description box for fun daily content as well as readings. And if you want to purchase my Oracle deck, I have that at zenwithimmy.com or my Etsy shop, Zen With Immy. Those links are down below in the description box. It's only $25. Peace and love, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next reading.